Yo, what's up, guys? This is Scrappers Digest back again. This is gonna be my prediction of this weekend's main card. We have UFC France. I believe that's what we're going with. UFC France. The main event is Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivak, and I believe the co-main is Marion Furior. I don't know how to pronounce it. Versus Rose Namajunas. And yeah, a lot of changes. A lot of changes to this card last minute. We had a couple canceled bouts, I guess. A couple fighters weren't able to make it through. But the UFC eventually somehow put something else together with a last minute fight. And then apparently the two fighters that were left without an opponent are now fighting each other. So we'll get into that. It's pretty interesting turn of events. But we still end up with a main card. I'm not going to say a solid main card, but we'll see what happens. We might get some cool finishes here, but at the same time, I'm not really. There's like one fight on here that I'm really excited for. The rest of them, I'm kind of just like, ah. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this. First fight on the card, we have Morgan Charrier versus Manolo Zashini. This is like a last minute fight that was put on the card. Right off the back, I'm going with this guy Morgan. Just a lot more experience. He's actually fought, some decent competition, as opposed to this guy Manolo Zacchini, who I believe has been fighting possibly Uber drivers and taxi drivers or whoever the hell is driving people around over in France. Okay, so that's my first pick for the card. With these last minute fights, I'm not putting too much weight in it, but I feel like this one's kind of straightforward. We'll see if Manolo's just the truth, but I doubt it. No disrespect to him. All right, William Gomes, I believe is how you pronounce his name. This guy was originally supposed to be fighting Lucas Almeida, I believe his name is Lucas Almeida, and apparently Almeida's not going to make it to the fight. So now we have him versus Yanis Jamori, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He was originally going to fight Cowlin Lofgren, which is, I believe, like some Cage Warriors champion fighting out of Ireland. I don't know what happened with him, but he's not making it to the fight now. That was originally a fight going to be at 145, and I was going with Cowlin. I was going to Cowlin Lofgren. I was picking him for that fight, and now he's not here anymore. We have Yanis Jamori fighting instead of at featherweight. He's fighting at lightweight. I believe this fight was originally at lightweight. Wait up. Oh, no. So Gomes is going to fight at featherweight. Wait up. I got to check this out. Because I could have sworn Almeida. Okay. All right, so they're still in the same weight class. I'm still going with this guy, Gomes. I do believe, how do you pronounce his name? Jamori? Damn, I'm just butchering names. It just sounds like I'm just saying whatever the hell. Yanis Jamori. This guy's still, somewhat well-rounded fighter. But he's not been in the UFC, and now he's fighting a guy who's already kind of, I guess, dipped his feet in the water. I don't feel like William. I'm just gonna say William because I don't know how to pronounce his last name. William Gomes. I don't believe that he's really proven himself yet to be anything to where it's gonna be like, oh, he should be some crazy favorite. But I do feel like he's fought better competition so far, and he's looked good against them. So that's why I'm going to go with William Gomes versus Yanis Jamori. Not just because of the last-minute switch-up, because you never know. This guy could have been coming in here ready for the fight of his life, and he didn't really care who was going to be there. But I'm still going to go with Gomes just because of the level of competition. Next fight on the card, we have Volkan Ozdemir versus Bogdan Guskov. This fight, originally, I thought this guy, Bogdan Guskov, was going to be like some crazy Terminator coming from Europe that we never heard. Nah, I don't believe it. I think this guy's, I'm not trying to talk trash, but he has not faced anywhere near the level of competition that Volkan has. And I do believe both guys are coming in with KO power. So that's always going to be there. But I think a lot of people that Volkan fights come in with KO power, so I don't think you could just write him off because of that. Last person to knock him out was Jiri. Look how that turned out. That, you know what I mean? Jiri's, now we all know he's just a damn savage. So I think Volkan's gonna make quick work of this guy. I'm seeing a finish inside the distance. Volkan Ozdemir knocking this guy out inside the distance. I don't know that this guy Bogdan Guskov should even be in there with them. We're gonna find out. But from what I've seen, he's gonna get taken out. Damn, laptop's bright as hell in the dark ass room. Whatever. Next we got, this is the fight I'm most excited for: Benoit Saint Denis versus Thiago Moises. Last fight out, Saint Denis really impressed me against, I believe it was Ishmael Bonfim. And Bonfim also was just looking like just a powerhouse in there, but he just was fighting reckless, which was crazy because he usually has some type of a game plan. And there he was just fighting reckless, try to power through Saint Denis, but I believe I don't know if you're supposed to say Benoit or Saint Denis, but I believe Benoit is just a massive lightweight. Like, this guy's huge for the division, and I never say this about lightweights for sure, because it's rare that I see somebody I'm like, damn, that, like, lightweight is such a division where guys can pack themselves in there, and I don't know, big guys can make that weight. But this guy Benoit, I'm like, bro, like, this guy's huge. He's huge. Pause. Damn. Pause. But I feel like Thiago Moises kind of crumbles against guys that are like that imposing and that willing to move forward, pressure fighters like that. If he can like outdo him in that way, he will. But if he can't, then he's going to try and resort to his grappling or something like that. And I feel like he's going to kind of run into a wall here. I could definitely see Benoit Saint Denis finishing this inside the distance, kind of battering Moises, and then either, I'm not saying looking for like a brutal TKO, but I could see him getting a TKO or a submission here. Probably earlier in the fight. I think this is going to be like a little bit of a barn burner, because they're both going to be like, I feel like Moises is going to be trying to fight his fight, but I feel like Benoit's going to inflict his game plan. He's going to be able to inflict his game plan on this one. Look for the heavy kicks. Heavy kicks, to whether it's through the guard, whether it's to the body, to the head. And then look for Moises to go for a takedown. Look for it to not work, because of St. Denis' takedown defense. I also believe he's willing to go to the ground, but I don't think that's what he wants to do. Why go where there's danger? I think he's gonna probably try and keep it on the feet, and then maybe submit him if the opportunity comes. But I could see a TKO, or like I said, hurting him and then getting the submission. But I'm going with St. Denis that way. That's I really like that fight, and I like him for this matchup, and I feel he's going to get the victory on that one. Next fight on the card, we got the co-main event. This is women's flyweight. We have Rose Namajunas. I don't know if this is her debut. I don't know if she's ever fought at this weight class before, but she's fighting against Manon Furio, and she might have fought at this weight class before. I'm not sure. But regardless, that doesn't change my pick on this one. I was kind of leaning Rose because she is a former champion. She's just really, really good. And I do feel she's the better boxer here. And I think it was just up to striking. I would definitely go Rose. But I feel like Fiore's gonna be able to manage the striking just enough to where Rose isn't able to hurt her. With the distance, the kicks. I do believe she has better kicks than Rose, but I feel like Rose has better boxing. Like, plain and simple. If Manon tries to box with Rose all night, she's gonna get pieced up. And I could even see Rose finishing her or just winning like a dominant victory. But I don't feel she's going to do that. She has a bit of a fight IQ. I don't know if it's her coaches. I don't know if it's just her, but she always comes in with the game plan and she's consistently mixing it up. She's these girls are just coming in with these little GSP game plans, and it's kind of annoying. But at the same time, you got to be like, all right, that's impressive. She's throwing jabs, she's throwing hooks, she's throwing spinning back kicks, she's throwing head kicks. And then after doing all that and mixing it all up, she's trying to get a takedown here and there to keep you on your toes. And I'm not talking one takedown. I'm talking like 4 or 5 takedowns. Not only that, this fight she's gonna have the home field advantage. She is French, so this is the French card. Okay, she's French. This is a French card. Rose, if we know anything about Rose, she can break under pressure and weird moments. So imagine that French crowd just booing the hell out of her, damn near making her want to cry. The whole week being weird. I don't know. I'm just assuming. We still got a couple days, but that pressure might get to her. And then not only that, the game plan of Fior. So I'm seeing a decision victory for Manon Fior. And I think Rose is going to look. She's not going to look bad in there. I don't think she's going to look bad in there. I don't think anybody that thinks that is just writing her off right now. I wouldn't just write her off. But I think Manon's just going to have too many advantages on this one, and I think she's going to get it done because of that. Simply because of that. Even if this was a 5-round fight, I'd probably go Rose, but it's not. It's a 3-round fight. Manon's going to be able to get those takedowns in there, I believe. She was able to manage the power of Jennifer Maia, and I know Jennifer Maia's not nothing crazy, but she's got submissions. She throws overhand rights. She was able to manage the power of Mayra Bueno Silva. And Rose is better than all of these people, to be honest. Rose is really better than all these people. But when it comes down to takedown defense, she gets taken down a lot. Like, let's just be honest. Against Zhang Weili, I think her main advantages were the reach. They both had power, but at the end of the day, she was touching her up with the kicks. And then at the same time, like I said, she has the better boxing. So this one's actually kind of a tough fight, but I'm gonna lean with Fior for the same reasons I said earlier. I think the pressure is kind of gonna build on Rose, and I think she might even be fighting with a new coach. I don't know, but I've seen videos of her with Jason Perillo. Maybe that was just for the RVCA commercial. That's probably what it was. But yeah, I don't know. Rose has too many variables on this one. Too many questions need to be answered. This other girl, Manon Fiore, seems like she's trying to make her way to the title, and right now it's up for grabs in that division. So I'm gonna go with the French lady. Next one, we got Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivak. I hate this fight. I feel like people are all like looking at Gane, but at the same time, Spivak has something to prove too. I don't care if you beat Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis has got the craziest KO power, but let's be honest, when it comes to just like, and then too, that's kind of like a wash. Derek Lewis, I don't know, Derek Lewis, I fuck with him, but I just can't. I can't take that win with too much weight. And then Gane, on the other hand, is over here just getting submitted and choked out. I mean, taken down and choked out. It's just like, bro, like both of these guys have too much to prove in this fight. And Spivak has lost to guys like Gane. And Gane's now Gane's never lost to anybody like Spivak. He's lost to Francis Ngannou and John Jones, who are literally the best fighters in their division. So I think that's going to speak for itself. Everybody's thinking that Gane's going to get submitted again. I from what I've seen, he's not training with the people he needs to be training with. So I'm not sure that he's ever going to bounce back to where he was. But I think that he's good enough to beat Sergey Spivak. If you look at the last couple wins, Spivak's he's fought. The last couple wins he's gotten, and the last couple fighters he's fought. I believe the first one on the win streak was Greg Hardy. Okay, Greg Hardy. That's the first one on the win streak. You hear me? That's Greg Hardy. All right. Then we have Augusto Sakai, which is not like a horrible win, but it's like, okay, Augusto Sakai, okay, cool. And then you got Derek Lewis, submission, where he just kept throwing Derek Lewis on his head and then eventually submitted him. So I don't feel he's fought in the level of competition he needs. That's why I'm saying this fight is literally both guys trying to prove themselves as far as where they are in the division. But I mean, every fight really is that. But this one is both guys trying to answer questions that we need answered, and I'm not gonna put too much weight on this fight, but I am gonna go with Gon because Gon's fought the better competition. He did. I don't know. He beat a lot of people before Francis. Ended up just kind of Khabibing or doing whatever the hell he did. Like I said, I don't like that fight. I'm not putting too much weight on that. Because at the end of the day, what if Spivak just goes for 1,000,000 takedowns and finally gets gone down in the 4th round, and then Gon's just like, you know what? I don't feel like this. I don't feel like it. Go ahead, take my neck. You've already tried to take me down 1,000,000 times. Choke me out. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the kind of mentality like we're seeing from this guy. I don't know what he's doing in there. So you know when fighters are acting like that or doing all that, I'm not gonna get behind them on. No, I'm not getting behind that performance. I'm not getting behind none of that. And here I am telling you that's my pick, right? But then on the other side, we got Spivak getting knocked out by Tom Aspinall and Walt Harris. You know what I mean? So it's like anytime you fight a fast, big guy, you get knocked out. So, but the big guys you fought weren't half as good as the guys that have beaten Gon. You got Francis Ngannou, John Jones versus Aspinall, Harris. Nah, we're going Gon all day. And it's France. This is a French card. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be it. I need to stop saying, it's pissing me the hell off myself. That's going to be my breakdown and prediction for this weekend's main card, UFC France, Gon versus Spivak. That's it. I don't think I'm going to be doing a more in-depth prediction this weekend. This is going to be it for this week. Like I said, I blew it last week, and I damn near got the entire card right. If you went along with that first one, you probably made a bunch of money. But anyways, regardless, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, go ahead and drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. Turn notifications on. I don't know why. Go follow me on Twitter at Scrappers Digest. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. That's gonna be my breakdown for this weekend's fight night UFC France. Let's go.